Afternoon, Moree. Just an update, a number of things for us to go through today, so forgive me for reading some of these notes. This morning, Council pretty much took it upon its own responsibility to try and get some provisions out to Yarram and Ashley. So you've probably seen the footage, but we've sent food hampers, long life milk, bread, water. We've loaded up our front end loader and sent it on its way. So I'm hoping that at least Yarram and I'm hopeful that we've got to Ashley have got some provisions there to at least tide you over. And look, I'm sorry that this has been a point of angst for you, but it's been quite the process, and it really got to this morning where Council had enough. So I'm hoping they have found their home and it will tide you over. Tomorrow morning, Thursday morning, Council will start on the flood side, the curbside flood collection, and there will be 40 ADF personnel in time to help us with that. And just to be clear, the ADF personnel can't go into anyone's property. They are not responsible to go into your property. They are assisting Council with the curbside collection of the flood waste that you've had. So the responsibility for in-property collection and cleaning is with the RFS. So please don't ask the Australian Defence Force personnel to go and help you in your property. That's not their responsibility. Could I ask also, and I know if you can't, that's fine, but if you do have hazardous materials that you're cleaning out of your property, could you put them in a separate pile if at all possible? That is going to help us when we take it out to our landfill. Also, in terms of our landfill, it is now open as with its normal hours, 7:15 in the morning to 4:15 in the afternoon. There are no fees. The fees have been absolutely waived, so we're hoping that is a help to you. And again, if you can at all, please, if at all possible, separate your hazardous materials when you're taking that out to our waste facility. You will see that there's some street cleaners, council street cleaners are going along. I saw a couple of bobcats with brooms on the front this morning. If you see them, if at all possible, could you remove your vehicle from, if you've got it parked out the front, just for a short while we get in and try and do a really proper job of the streets. Bear with me. You would see also that we've got the SES and RFS all over town doing these rapid damage assessments. They're going quite well. I know it's probably not quick enough for those people who are waiting, but the SES have divided Moree into 13 sectors and they're gradually working through those. I understand we're certainly 2 or 3 into that now. So please be patient and understand that we need to do that rapid damage assessment legally before you can have access to start cleaning up your property. And once you are cleaning up your property, you might wish to check with your insurance company if there are any special requirements, photos, measurements, that type of thing before you start ripping stuff out, just for your own financial benefit if there is an issue there. Yeah, so the biggest problem we've had, obviously, is with food, and I can tell you that there's been a lot of time spent on that in the operations centre over the last couple of days. So Council is going to receive in excess of 300 food hampers within the next 24 hours, and we're working closely with the SES to ensure they can get out to the isolated communities, and we're very hopeful that we'll have some more news for you in the morning as to which communities that they are going to. What we're going to try and do is utilise the RFS personnel and council personnel in those communities to help us with the logistics of that. But I've been assured by the SES that those hampers will be going out tomorrow. So for those isolated communities, you should be getting those in the morning, late morning, early afternoon, pardon me. The second one is in terms of the click and collect service that will be at Woolworths and Coles. People may remember in the last flood that Council collected those groceries, took them out to the airport, put them in a cool room, and the SES delivered those by helicopter. That is loosely the plan, except that the SES will be doing the collections from Woolworths and Coles. We're just trying to organise a cool room out at the airport. SES has 6 helicopters there, which is going to help with both our hamper delivery and also the click and collect. 4 of those helicopters are supply helicopters and 2 emergency helicopters, which also will be used for supply, but they may be have to be available for emergencies. So again, we're working closely with Mitch Parker from SES. He's now here, which is making life a whole lot easier for us, and he's assured me that those helicopters are there ready to go. So again, we'll have some in excess of 300 food hampers arriving in the evening, this evening, and we'll make sure that we're getting those out to the communities tomorrow. And again, with the click and collect, do it as normal in terms of ringing Coles and Woolies as normally. You do not need to ring the 132 500 number as previously advised. Just do your click and collect, say your name, the property or address that they are going to. Again, please let me say that these are for isolated people. We will have deliveries to the communities. So for isolated people, do your click and collect normally, and then we'll have that. The SES will start to collect those, but that won't happen until tomorrow. So please don't start that now, because your groceries will stay at the grocery store. We will absolutely confirm that finally in the morning, but that's the loose plan. In terms of road closures, let me state that the Carnarvon Highway remains closed. There's Facebook going around that it is open. It is not. And excuse me. So I know that you will start to see those roads have the water dissipate from them, but council must do an inspection to ensure that they are safe, because there could be pavement damage there that could cause damage to your car or even an accident. So again, the Carnarvon Highway remains closed at this point. Yesterday you would have seen the media around the Premier and the Minister's visit. That was about getting them informed about the damage that we've had, not only in town, but obviously out in our farming areas. And that was made very clear to them that we are going to need a lot of assistance in terms of infrastructure, and they've taken that message back, and we're hopeful that we'll hear in the next couple of days what that may look like. Council, the Premier and the Minister are talking to the federal government to see if we can get our disaster relief moved from a Cat C to a Cat D, and which is a big step up, and I'll give you some more information about that hopefully in the coming 24 to 48 hours. So again, let me summarise. Council was able to, with its front-end loader, deliver some essential food provisions to both the communities at Yarram and Ashley, and I hope you've got those now, and I do apologise that that has caused a lot of angst, but it's been a process, let me tell you. Tomorrow morning you will start to see council start its flood waste curb collection. Will be assisted by ADF personnel. They cannot go into your property. It is only for curbside collection. And if you do get the opportunity, please, if you can, separate the hazardous waste from the normal waste. RFS, as always, will be doing the inside property assistance. Our street cleaners are around. If you do see them, please remove your vehicle if you can from the curbside so we can do a good job. The landfill hours are as normal, 7:15 to 4:15, all fees waived. If you can, please separate the hazardous waste from the general waste. The rapid damage assessments are continuing. We have a lot of people helping with that, and I'm hoping people are seeing that that's occurring. Check with your insurance company before you do too much work there, just to be making sure that you're covering off on any requirements they may have. And again, the road closures, the Carnarvon Highway continues to remain closed. I'm sorry I've taken some time to get back to you today, but we've been having many meetings. There's in excess of a dozen agencies here that we have to work through. So again, please be patient. We're doing our best, and please again, stay safe. Thank you.